Good morning and welcome back.
Thanks for having me, David.
So, okay, you proposed a plan in July that said we need to cut congressional pay and pension. Tell me a little bit about that plan.
Sure. Well, we're trying to run a campaign on substance issues. We've released an energy plan, an agriculture plan, and what we call a clean campaign plan, some ideas to clean up Congress, make sure that Congress is making sacrifices themselves and, doing the things that people, frankly, across this country are making sacrifices every day. Some of the points of that: number one, over half of current congressmen or congressmen that leave Congress go on to become lobbyists, and there's a 1-year period where before they can become lobbyists. I'm proposing to extend that to 2 years. Cutting pay and gold-plated pensions is about showing sacrifice and showing that they're willing to do their part in Congress to attack over wasteful spending. And so that's what that is about in terms of cutting pay.
How is cutting pay going to make Congress work better? Because if I got a pay cut, I'm not sure I'd be enthused about working harder.
Sure. Well, Congress has approval rating of 10%, or maybe it's even lower. And Congress is having a lot of problems in terms of getting anything done. And so they need to do their part in terms of cutting back on wasteful spending. If over half of congressional folks go on to become lobbyists and make a lot of money on doing that, do they really need a gold-plated pension while becoming a lobbyist?
Sounds to me like we have to pay them more so they don't become lobbyists, right?
Well, look, it's about making sure Congress is doing their part to attack the deficit. It's a bit symbolic, but Congress is not getting a lot done, period.
So what does Congress need to do to work well, in your opinion? So what's the evidence of good performance?
Yeah, sure. Well, agriculture, the Farm Bill, that was delayed for 3 years. Things that at one time were not partisan issues: Highway Bill, Farm Bill, not getting the job done. The Highway Bill is about to expire this fall. And Congress needs to get back to working on issues that help working people in this country, and they're just not doing the job.
Do you think Senator Tester should take a 10% pay cut?
Well, it would not be popular, and I've tied it to the fact that Congress, it's been over 1,000 days since Congress passed a budget. Small businesses, communities, states, all across this country work on a budget every day. Congress has not passed a budget in over 1,000 days. And so I say, if you don't pass a budget, then you don't get paid. That's another part of this. And I guarantee you that would be a motivator for Congress to pass a budget if they're not going to get paid until they pass a budget.
Real quick, Diana Six, professor over at the University of Montana, talks about the importance of climate change. Your energy plan comes out, and it looks like you've got a tax break for coal on Indian lands, all right? How is coal a part of the solution for global climate change?
Well, it's less a commentary on the long-term sustainability of coal, but it's more about certainty in Indian country and creating jobs. This is something that I've heard from on the Crow Reservation, for instance, about the importance of making that tax credit permanent so that coal companies and others will invest there on the reservation. It's about economic development in Indian country.
Would you support a plan that would basically go out there and try to develop new energy sources, like almost like a NASA experience where we've got a lot of money to actually develop alternative fuels? Would you support something like that if you get to Congress?
Absolutely. And my energy plan calls for investing in all forms of energy, all across the board, especially energy that we have an abundance of right here in Montana: wind, hydro, biomass. I was just up in Havre last week, and the research and the program they have there in terms of bioenergy it's incredible. They're leading national leaders, international leaders in that research. Let's invest in that. I'm not saying that with my energy plan that those forms of energy are the answer to all our energy needs tomorrow. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is let's invest in the long-term future of all forms of energy. We invest in coal, natural gas, oil currently. Let's invest in all those forms of energy. It creates jobs. It gives us more options for the long-term future.
Well, John, thanks for coming to the program again, and good luck
you,
out there in the trail.
Thank you very much.
Have
Thanks
a great
for having
day.
me.